Welcome to the last Money Hangout session of 2016. What a year it has been, full of surprises. In fact, financially speaking, financially this has been the most eventful year because before the end of the year, the demonetisation affected every Indian. No other financial event in the past has affected so many people at one go. So it has no precedence. It came with a lot of surprise. It came as a surprise. It has affected everyone. It has changed the way we have started looking at cash, our spending, and it has definitely, inspired confidence that things can change for the better. We can be looking at a more compliant society, businesses becoming more compliant, tax compliant, and that this is a big cultural shift. Though we have yet, we are trying to still find reasons that a number to find that whether it is a success or a failure. But I don't think we should be doing that. But 2016 has been a big surprise. Has been a very eventful year. Big surprise. We saw Brexit, which was quite unexpected. We saw the American presidency throwing up a surprise with their election results, and a lot of things happening, which we never, happening for the first time in a manner which we never expected. Like for last 1.5 months, I have seen that the real estate market is completely frozen. Gold is down 12% in the last quarter. Uh, of course, I have always talked about why gold should not be looked upon as an investment, but I've generally been wrong in a seasonal way. But I hopefully I'll be right over a very long period of time, for very basic logic that what it stands for, why people are attracted to gold, and why it is not a very product, why it's not a productive asset, and why people will not make a lot of money over a long period of time. Fixed income returns coming down in a manner uh, to a level where it will remain low in a very permanent way. So these are profound changes. These are changes which will have a long-term impact. It'll affect the way you think about finances. Uh, what are the lessons we can take from all that we have seen in 2016? One is that be prepared for surprise. Everything that happened could not have been anticipated. So any amount of analysis will not help you. Number two, anybody who had a plan, uh, he has nothing to worry, because all the people who became anxious or who did not have a plan, who were just riding a rising tide, they were in for a surprise because they didn't have a plan, and suddenly they were faced with a situation for which they had not planned for, and such a thing cannot be planned for. So you need to have a plan. You need to have a plan, and that could be a very basic plan. How much money you need uh, over the next, how much money you should always have, and not necessarily in 500 and 1,000 rupee notes anymore. So your emergency fund, your health insurance, your life insurance, your immediate, spending plans, and then your long-term investment, which you have to provide for. That is for the people who are still earning. For the people who have stopped earning and they have accumulated their savings in the past, they have to really plan for it in more meticulously, more methodically, because fixed income returns have come down permanently, will come down permanently. So you have to think in terms of how much money you need. You have to budget for it, and devise a way of investing, devise a mechanism so that you are not only earning, but you are earning in a manner that your earning rises over time. And how can you best do that? Uh, these are broadly two kind of investors. If you classify any kind of investors who are depending on their investments, who are likely to depend on their investments, or who are depending on their investments for income, these are broadly two set of investors, and they need to really be little careful about it, because the roaring years we have seen in the past, anything worked. Most people are wealthy in India also because they were able to the boom that we saw in the real estate, or the boom that somebody was accidentally lucky with their investment in some manner or the other. Those easy days might be gone. So you need to really work on things methodically. Uh, Third thing which comes to my mind, besides that you can't really anticipate all these events. You need to have a plan. Is that be realistic about the things that you are planning for, because everybody who was attracted to gold was having an unrealistic expectation. All the people who got surprised by the big decline in the market, post demonetization, are the people who just came without a plan and with an unrealistic expectation that mid cap funds and small cap funds will keep rising. We are getting surprises when you look at 3 month return. You find that the kind of fund which we had completely written off are proving to be the best performing fund, and the fund which we thought that they can't go wrong are proving to be the most disappointing fund. I'm referring to technology and the banking sector funds. So having your one is to have a plan, be realistic, and then have your basic principles in place that you will always diversify. When investing in equity, you will always be spreading your investments over time, eliminating the possibility of catching a market high, and ensuring that your anxiety is in check is comes even before how well your investment does. Because if these variables are not in place, if you are not sure of if you are unaware of the principles that you are going to follow at all times, you will not be on track. You will not stay the course. So it is important to have these very simple rules, that you will diversify, you will spread your investments over time, and you will have realistic expectations from various asset classes and plan accordingly, and must have a plan. These three, four things is the key lesson which I can take from 2016, and maybe this is something which will be of enduring value, having these variables in place.